organizations, including Pro Corda, the National Chamber Music Festival, and the Surrey County Youth Orchestra. I'm really, really pleased to introduce them to you, and I'm going to hand over to Jenny to introduce now.
Hello everybody, I hope that you can hear me. I'm speaking slightly sideways into a microphone. The microphones have been placed for us performing outside. As you can see, we have this fabulous backdrop behind us. We live in the heart of the Surrey Hills, and our village is basically a valley. We live on one side of the valley, and it turned out when we started doing these lockdown concerts at the beginning of April that our valley has the most incredible acoustics. So when we're playing from just over there by our front door, people can hear from the nearby gardens and right across the valley to the far fields and the woods, which is absolutely amazing. So we have now people coming to listen to the concerts, not just there's people in their gardens, which was where we started from. People were listening with open windows and from their gardens who are self-isolating, but people come and sit in the middle of the village next to the stream, or on the hills nearby, or indeed up on the slightly further away woods. So it's rather beautiful to be able to, our music connect all of those people together, no matter how far-flung they are. Oops, slight difficulty with a passing motorbike, but I hope that you don't come to hurt too much. That's one of the problems with playing outside. We're going to start with a very beautiful piece which was written in 1983 by the folk violinist J. Ungar. Now he wrote this piece, as he says, it's a Scottish lament written by a Jewish guy from the Bronx. So that's already a rather beautiful picture. And he wrote this to try and achieve a feeling of connectedness. That's what he said. So it goes so well with this, this whole project that we're part of tonight. He wrote it as the final piece for the Ashokan Folk Festival to keep people connected through till the following year when they would meet again. So here we have the Ashoken Farewell. Natasha's going to introduce our second piece.
Hi, I hope you can hear me. So I will now be playing an excerpt from The Lark Ascending by Vaughan Williams. I'm playing this piece because, as one of the young musical ambassadors of the Mind Music Spirit Trust, a group of us would go into the Cedar Court care home facility and play some concerts for the residents. And one of them, a man called Bernard, he requested The Lark Ascending. Obviously it's a very, very long piece, so I've cut it down a bit to hopefully the best bits, which I'll be playing for you today.
While Natasha gets her music ready for it, she's just got to put her violin down and re-peg because we've got a little bit of wind in our beautiful valley here. I was just going to say, the first time we did our lockdown concert at the beginning of April, Natasha played this, and it was wonderful. The trees were not so full of leaves at the time, and we could see all the birds in the trees around, and it was wonderful because there was one particular bird that joined in and sang its heart out along with Natasha playing The Lark Ascending. So we've actually been so privileged to have wonderful, wonderful weather through this lockdown period. And our birds in the trees around here, because we have a lot of trees in Peaslake, have been singing away during all our concerts. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear the birds this evening, but I hope that one or two might join in while she's playing today. much hope that you could hear the birds singing during that. It was magical for me, because we even have larks in the fields in the distance there, so we've been able to go and watch those this summer too. One of the things when we started doing these concerts back in April, a friend in the village had said to me it would be so nice if she could sing along to some things that we were going to do, and it would make her feel a lot more uplifted, and if she felt that she could come together with people even at a distance just to sing, hum, just feel some music together. So that's rather inspired some of the repertoire that we've chosen to do. So today we're going to do Tea for Two to you, so I hope that for yourselves you'll be able to hum along in your own spaces where you are this evening. We're just doing another little bit of repegging. So back to Doris Day, 1950, and Tea for Two. Another little bit of repegging, and then we are going to continue with another classic. This time you've got to think Audrey Hepburn and Breakfast at Tiffany. We're going to play Moon River. Just again, organise our music. Nearly with you.
Thank you.
going to get your toes tapping, we hope. So entirely different. We've got two reels for you. One is Mrs. MacLeod's reel, so that's a Scottish reel, and then we're going to move on to an Irish reel called Drowsy Maggie. So while we repeg our music, because the wind is still blowing here in not so sunny Cleveland, I'll just say that Natasha's been playing these reels since she was very little. She started playing the violin when she was 7, and by the time she was 8, she was already playing quite a lot of these things. So I think Mrs. MacLeod and Drowsy Maggie have definitely been in our family for a few years now. We're nearly at Drowsy Maggie. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you.
That was absolutely just so beautiful. Nigel, I think that you had something to say, didn't you, about those Scottish reels and all?
Not too much to say. Beautiful playing. Thank you very, very much. I think they're a lovely journey, really, through all of my favorite musical places. You know, Lark Ascending, I'm a Vaughan Williams fan, right the way through, you know, Moon River. I'm now a Henry Mancini fan. I wasn't once, but that's a story I have to tell some other day. And then, of course, to the music of my country, countries, both Scotland and Ireland. So, Slangevar and Slantia, wonderful. Paris, should I do a quick tour of the evening's emotional journey? Do you have the exorcism analysis? There we go. Great. Thank you. So once again, congratulations, wonderful musicians. There you can see our journey of the evening. We began in Emmeline McCracken's Sunny Meadow, where you can see we're in a very calm place. And then we, of course, the Ashoken Farewell, we go a little higher in intensity, but in much the same place in terms of happiness and sadness. We're in a steady, happy place. Then with the lark ascending, we descend. And interestingly enough, to the lowest, most relaxed point of the evening, because although on the one hand, there's quite a lot of movement in the violin, on the other hand, it's tremendously calm and still at the center of this piece. And I think that's probably the way you have to play it. You have to be still at your center to play that piece well. So that takes us to the most relaxed point of the evening. And up again for T for 2, of course, into a greater level of energy. Down again for Moon River, of course. We're into a kind of we're into a gentle kind of romantic place with Moon River. Then up for Mrs. MacLeod of Rarsay, a step up, and then Drowsy Maggie takes us there to the highest point of energy of the evening. So what a lovely shape. This is what the music has done to us: a wave, a slightly bigger wave, and whoop, up to the top to the final point of the evening. So thank you very, very much for a lovely musical journey. Thank you very much, Jenny and Natasha, and thank you in absence, Emmeline, very much for that lovely journey.
Thank you very much, Nigel. Thank you to both Jenny and Natasha for a wonderful, peaceful evening. I'd like to pass over to Angela again.
So I'm just here to say a few words at the end, really. We're about to close now. I really appreciated that uplift at the end. It was fantastic. And what I really liked was how the backdrop of that you chose to play with the sunshine in the background and the sound of the birds really enhanced the music. It didn't really matter that we couldn't see you. For me, it really paralleled that idea of music therapy, where you can take yourself on a journey into a place that's of peace and joy, and you don't actually have to be there. And so for me, those rays through the sun and the birds really did take you there. And I think that's something that we can all learn to do. You know, you can take yourself on journeys in your mind to help you cope with stress and adversity. And so things like the image work and using all your senses to associate images and memories and smells and music and sounds to a particular positive feeling, that really helps us when we're struggling, because then you can use all of those senses to get you back into that state of mind. So for me, it was a fantastic evening. Again, thank you so much, everybody. Natasha, you're going to be a real star. Absolutely loved that. Beautiful, beautiful playing. We will be here next week. And so if you'd like to join us, please do. We've got a Facebook page now for those of you on Facebook, Connection Through Music. You can go to the website Paris Wellbeing on Wellbeing Live and find out more about us and sign up. But you can also, on Sunday, we're doing a one-off event. If you'd like to join us, for anyone who's lost anyone recently, there's an opportunity to say goodbye. It's different from this event. It's crafted so that you to really connect with that person that you've lost, because what we're really struck by is that we've lost those rituals during the pandemic. You can't be with those who are dying, and we can't attend funerals. And for me, that's just a tragedy that maybe we can do something about differently. So Sunday, a very different event, Saying Goodbye. You can find out more about it online. And the Make Music Day 2020 UK, you can also find out about it there. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye. Hello. I think you're still muted, Nigel and Chica.
There we
Paris?
are.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm back.
Paris, have you muted yourself?
Very good. Well done.
We hadn't discussed mentioning the goodbye event, and I suddenly thought, oh, should I or not?
I was glad you did.
Right.
It felt good, so naturally, and it was important to do that. And you even got the Making Music Day, and you know,
Yeah.
excellent.
That was very